Imagine waking up on a sunny morning in Hawaii, sipping coffee on your lanai, and suddenly hearing the news that a major hurricane could be on its way. That's the reality residents may soon face as Hurricane Kiko churns across the Pacific. While storms in this region aren't unusual, the timing, path, and strength of this one are grabbing everyone's attention. Kiko recently weakened from a Category 4 to a Category 3, but meteorologists warn the story is far from over. Could this storm re-intensify? Could it hit Hawaii directly? And what does all of this mean for people living on the islands? Let's break it all down in detail so you know exactly what's happening and how it could unfold in the coming days. First, let's set the scene with the latest numbers. As of the newest update from the National Hurricane Center, Kiko is located about 1,360 miles east-southeast of Hilo and roughly 1,565 miles east-southeast of Honolulu. The storm is moving westward at around 9 miles per hour. That might sound slow, but remember, hurricanes don't need speed to cause problems. They carry enormous amounts of energy and moisture. Right now, Kiko's maximum sustained winds are clocked at 125 miles per hour. That's powerful enough to rip off roofs, uproot trees, and knock down power lines if it makes landfall with that strength. Let's talk about what Category 3 really means. On the Saffir-Simpson scale, Category 3 hurricanes are considered major hurricanes. They produce devastating damage and widespread power outages, sometimes lasting weeks. But here's where it gets tricky. Hurricanes are not just about wind. They bring massive storm surges, dangerous surf, and torrential rain. Even if Kiko weakens before reaching Hawaii, the rain alone could cause serious flooding and landslides, especially in mountainous terrain. And that's why officials are warning residents not to take this storm lightly. One of the most important questions people ask right now is, where exactly is this storm going to go? The honest answer is, it's still uncertain. Forecast models are projecting that Kiko will continue moving west and then gradually shift toward the west-northwest. Some models suggest it might curve northward, while others keep it on a more direct path toward the islands. What we do know is that even small changes in its track could make a huge difference. A slight northward shift might spare Hawaii from the worst winds, while a more direct course could bring tropical storm or hurricane-force conditions directly to the state. So what's fueling Kiko right now? Hurricanes need warm ocean water to thrive, and the Pacific currently offers plenty of it. That's why Kiko was able to intensify into a Category 4 earlier. But as it gets closer to Hawaii, the storm will run into less favorable conditions. Cooler sea surface temperatures, stronger wind shear, and drier air. These three factors tend to weaken hurricanes. In fact, many forecasters expect Kiko to lose strength before it nears Hawaii, potentially arriving as a tropical storm instead of a major hurricane. Still, the impact could be significant. Even a tropical storm can cause dangerous flooding, especially in Hawaii. Forecasts suggest heavy rainfall could begin as early as Monday and last through Thursday. Imagine 4 straight days of tropical downpours. That means swollen rivers, flash flooding in urban areas, and the possibility of landslides on steep slopes. For residents living near streams or in flood-prone neighborhoods, these days could be particularly challenging. Emergency officials are urging people not to focus only on wind speeds, but to also prepare for water damage. Another concern is the surf. Even before the storm itself arrives, large swells will start hitting Hawaii's eastern shores. Dangerous high surf and rip currents are expected as early as this weekend. Surfers might see waves that are tempting but deadly, and beachgoers could be caught in powerful currents without warning. Local authorities are already reminding visitors and residents that ocean conditions can turn lethal during storms like this. It's not just about protecting property. it's also about staying safe along the coastline. So what should people in Hawaii do right now? The advice is simple but critical. Prepare. That means stocking up on essentials like water, food, batteries, and medications. Make sure you have flashlights, a portable radio, and a way to charge your phone in case power goes out. For families, it's a good idea to have a plan. Know where you'll go if you need to evacuate, and keep important documents in a waterproof container. Preparedness might sound repetitive, but it saves lives. The days before a storm are the best time to act, not when winds are already howling. It's also important to pay attention to official updates. In today's world of social media, rumors spread fast, and not all information is reliable. That's why meteorologists stress tuning into trusted sources like the National Weather Service, the Central Pacific Hurricane Center, and local Hawaiian authorities. These experts provide fact-checked updates, forecast maps, and specific instructions for your area. Following random posts online can lead to confusion and panic, but sticking with official channels keeps you informed and calm. For those outside Hawaii, you might wonder why this storm matters to you. The truth is, hurricanes like Kiko highlight how interconnected we are. Hawaii is a key hub for tourism, military operations, and shipping routes across the Pacific. Any major disruption can ripple outward, affecting flights, supply chains, and even global trade. On top of that, storms like Kiko remind us of the larger issue of extreme weather patterns in the Pacific. Whether you live in California, Texas, or Maine, staying aware of these events matters because they shape policy, economics, and even disaster preparedness across the country. Let's also touch on the science. Hurricanes are essentially massive heat engines powered by warm water and moist air. As our oceans get warmer, scientists are studying whether storms are becoming stronger or lasting longer. While it's too early to say how climate trends may affect this specific storm, research shows a connection between warmer seas and more intense hurricanes. That's why every event like Kiko is carefully studied. It helps scientists understand patterns and prepare better forecasts for the future. So, what happens next? Over the next few days, forecasters will continue tracking Kiko's every move, updating the public as new data comes in. If the storm shifts slightly north or south, the outcome for Hawaii could change dramatically. Residents should expect more updates as we head into the weekend, with a clearer picture emerging by Monday. The key takeaway is that uncertainty is part of the forecast process, but preparation doesn't have to wait. Acting now gives people peace of mind no matter what happens. As we wrap up, here's the bottom line. Hurricane Kiko is still a powerful storm with the potential to affect Hawaii early next week. While it may weaken as it approaches, the risk of heavy rain, flooding, and dangerous surf remains high. For those in the islands, this is the moment to double-check your supplies and stay connected to official updates. For viewers across the mainland,